They say knowledge is power. Or is it? For hundreds of years, stories have been passed down in writing, and especially recently after the printing press, in books quite like this one. And then along came YouTube. Well, obviously, quite a few things happened in between, and I will explain why I happen to be in a 2-story library in just a minute. But obviously, YouTube provided a way for many storytellers to exhibit and tell their stories or opinions or educational material to millions and millions of viewers at a moment's notice. Coffee has also been passed around for quite a few hundred years now, maybe not thousands, but it's only been quite recently that the story and the taste of specialty coffee is really reaching the world stage. And quite a few of us have been fighting hard to tell that story and to reach more people with better coffee. Now, James Hoffmann is one such storyteller. Maybe it was back when he kind of reinvented the game of the World Barista Championships by bringing in storytelling into his routine. Or, of course, the influential World Atlas of Coffee, which looks sort of similar to this, maybe a bit thinner, but it was very, very extensive with specialty coffee knowledge and really paved the way for a lot more people getting this information. He just recently reached a staggering 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which he is the first coffee YouTuber, to my knowledge, to reach that number. And he just so happens to be also giving away 1 million coffee beans, all bought from a single farm in Mexico, which I think is super, super cool. So if you haven't seen his video, click the link up here. You can go check that out afterwards. But what does this all mean? What does it mean for specialty coffee? It's pretty clear that millions of people are getting into specialty coffee, and it's only growing every day. Of course, there are already a handful of other coffee YouTubers creating great content, really incredible educational material, and sometimes entertaining. And I'm just very curious and excited to see where it's all heading. So I want to hear from you. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think that specialty coffee is maybe just a trend? Do you think that it has the capability of reaching a majority market share of the whole entire coffee industry? And maybe more importantly, who do you believe will be the first person to brew specialty coffee in space? Leave it all down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And by the way, James, congratulations. That is a huge, huge milestone. You're paving the way for specialty coffee. And as I mentioned earlier, this just happens to be where my Airbnb host put me in their house here in Milan for the weekend. So I'm gonna catch up on my reading if I can ever find a book that's in English, or maybe I'll brush up on my Italian. And until then, I hope you have an amazing evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world. Cheers.